Hi, I'm Bella Wang. Today, I'm back in my hometown. Welcome to my hometown. I want to show you my parents' house in rural China. But before we go inside, there's something else I'd like to tell you. Because this isn't just a house. My hometown is a small village in East China. This is the busiest road in the village. It's only about 1 kilometer long, but it's where most of the villagers' daily life happens. Today, my dad is driving his three-wheeled vehicle to take us to visit our ancestors' graves. My sister and her two children came back too. Whenever there is a traditional Chinese holiday, we all come back hometown. My dad only has two daughters. When he was growing up, especially in the countryside, many people believed it was a pity not to have a son. But my parents still worked hard and gave my sister and me every opportunity they could. After we graduated from college and started working, my sister and I made a decision. We would build a new house for our parents together. This is the house we built 10 years ago. From the outside, it's probably the ugliest house on this road. Even today, we still haven't finished the exterior. Back then, we decided to spend our limited budget on the inside instead. My sister and I would save a little money whenever we could, then came back and renovate one part at a time. Little by little, the house became what it is today. Now, let's go inside and take a look. From the road, it looks like a two-floors house, but it actually has 3 floors. The lower 2 floors are rented out. My parents live on the top floor. Each floor is around 2,400 square feet. Right by the entrance is my daughter's stroller, along with a few things they use every day. My dad painted the stair railing himself a couple of years ago. The doormat by the door was made from an old blanket they no longer used. There's also a shoe cabinet here. Above it is a small storage loft where they keep things they don't use very often. This is a dining room. A few years ago, I worried that mopping the floor every day was too much work for my parents. So, I bought them a floor cleaner. They only use it a few times before putting it aside. They still prefer using a regular mop. Over here is a water dispenser. It gives us hot water or room temperature water. This is our dining table. It can be extended into a large round table whenever the whole family gets together. My sister bought this refrigerator a few years ago. When I open the window, the view is completely different from the road outside. Most people who visit for the first time think the layout of this house is a little unusual. That's because my dad designed the entire house himself. He is not an architect. He simply designed it little by little, based on the way our family lives. From here, you can even see our neighbors' chickens and ducks. You can also see that the house actually has 2 more floors below us. There's a built-in cabinet here for storing tea, party-wear, and a few other things. Next is the kitchen. This is a range hood. In China, most families cook by stir-frying, which creates a lot of cooking smoke. That's why almost every home has one. Here is the gas stove. The cabinet below is for dishes, and the rice cooker is right next to it. This cabinet holds the gas cylinder. There isn't a natural gas pipeline in our village, so almost every household uses gas cylinders like this. My favorite part of the kitchen is this traditional wood-fired stove. To cook with it, you simply feed firewood into the button and light the fire. This is where they wash vegetables and dishes. My parents installed a lot of hooks on the wall. There's also a small table here. When it's just my parents at home, this is where they eat. Over here is a bag of rice and the cooking oil we use every day. Through the glass door is the living room. Since there is no balcony, my dad built this bay window so they could hang clothes to dry. Over here is a table and chairs made from the root of an old tree. My dad made them himself. He loves sitting here and drinking tea. The air conditioner is right beside it. My dad has always loved keeping fish, although he's never been very good at it. Now there are only 2 little fish left in the tank. I tease him about it every time I came back. Here is the sofa, the coffee table, and the TV. During Chinese traditional holidays, our whole family gathers here. Open the window and you will see another different view. Through this glass door are the bedrooms and the bathroom. My relatives say this part of the house feels like a hotel. But I know my dad had only one reason for designing it this way. He wanted my sister, me, and our children to always have our own rooms whenever we came back. This room is usually used for drying clothes and storing things they use every day. My dad's favorite Chinese decor is kept here too. The large round tabletop is stored here as well. They only bring it out when they have guests. This is my sister's room. They left a little earlier today, so the bed has already been made. The room has always been simple. Table, heater, air conditioner. This is my room. Here is my favorite little sofa from years ago. Every time I came home, I still like to sit here for a while and let my mind wander. The air conditioner is above it. My wedding photo is displayed on top. When I got married 6 years ago, I bought this cheap wardrobe online. The doors don't slide very smoothly. There's actually not much inside the wardrobe now. I also bought this dress table when I got married. This used to be my study room. Now, whenever we came back, my husband works here. The bookshelf still holds books I kept from my school days. There's also a simple clothes rack and a small bed in this room. This is the largest bedroom in the house. It's where my parents sleep. They like to lie in bed and watch TV at night. The wardrobe was custom made by a local carpenter my dad hired. Out in the hallway, there is a sink. Beside it is an old chest freezer. It's been empty for years. My dad used to use it when he was raising fish. Finally, here is the bathroom. Last year, my sister and I paid to remodel it and add a separated vent and dry area. It makes taking a shower much more comfortable in the winter. Here is our old washing machine and another sink. This house may be the ugliest house from the outside, but to me and my sister, it has always been the warmest place in the world. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.